beautiful ladies and gentlemen. How are you feeling? Oh, I am so excited. I have my beautiful guest here, and I cannot wait to introduce all of them to you. And today is my second episode on a Thursday. I said to my husband, you have to do, when are we going to eat? So I just want to confess, I don't do any cooking. My husband makes the food. So he knows he must be on time. And he said to me, but Sanet, you're an hour too early. I said, no, my husband. On a Sunday, my show starts in South Africa, 9 o'clock p.m. But on a Thursday, my show starts 8 o'clock p.m. And he rushed out and he said, oh, so I had 10 minutes to eat my food. I tried to chew as best as I could, and I eat very slowly. So I'm sure I will be a little bit hungry a little bit later on. But I could not miss my beautiful guest. I could not miss being in front of all of you. So my beautiful viewers, thank you so much for viewing the Power Hour TV show. And may we bring you some inspiration. My beautiful guest is all so much, they have got so much inspiration. And I know you will be able to hear what they are saying and maybe apply in your life. Remember, all my beautiful guests' bios is in the description. Everywhere I've posted as well on E360 TV's folder. And you can be able to connect with them because their information is there. So we talked about Sunday about belief, and today we continue to talk about belief. So I want to ask you, after Sunday's show, did you think about, do you believe in yourself? Is it easy to believe in yourself? Somebody asked me yesterday, but Sanet, is it really that easy to believe in yourself? And I said, yes. Because if you love yourself unconditionally, you can trust yourself. And that's a belief in yourself. And she said, Sanet, but how? I said, it's easy. Just as you turn around like this. So easy, you can believe in yourself. But you have to start within. You have to love yourself. You have to go inside. You cannot get it outside of you. It's inside of you. So, I cannot wait for my guest. I cannot wait for my guest. So, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready just to breathe through beautiful breaths with me? Then I am going to play my beautiful sponsor, E360 TV's video, and then I will bring in my guest. I do see I've got two beautiful ladies here, and I know that Hans is from South Africa, and they're struggling with the connection. And when he comes in, I will bring him in. But for now, it's only my two beautiful ladies. I can see them here in the back studio, all smiles, waiting for me to bring them in. So come, I'm inviting you. Come, let us take 3 deep breaths. Are you ready? Here we go. In, out. Another one. Out. Last one. Out. Thank you so much. Let me play my beautiful sponsor, Aaron, and the people on in E360 TV. Just hold on. Here we go. Hello, my beautiful ladies. You are here.
Huh?
You are here. Oh, wow. So amazing. I do know, so I just want to quickly tell the viewers out there, if they're not familiar with South Africa. So in South Africa, we get a lot of load shedding. They call it load shedding. There is not enough power for everyone. So
Mm.
some areas powers off, then the next area powers on. And so we do get it. We've got two stages. We've got a lot of stages, but at the moment we've got 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the
Oh,
evening.
wow.
Yeah, so there were some stages, there were much more, my beautiful Irene. We had sometimes 8 hours without any power and then eight
Wow.
hours on.
Wow.
So we are truly blessed that we have the gas stove, and then as in our street there's only two generators that is running, so we are the privileged one because we even have a generator.
Mhm.
But I can never start the generator this late in the evening because we've got a lot of kids next door and they all have to get their sleep in so that they can go to school tomorrow. So Hans is still not here, but as soon as he comes in, I will bring him in because he is struggling with connectivity. And that's all to do with the power. Because if you don't have power, you don't have connectivity. So, my beautiful ladies from the Diamond Beauties, remember, if you give us some love, put your name in the front or in the back. But let me introduce two beautiful Diamond Beauties forever. And I'm truly blessed that both of you are here. So, my beautiful Irene, please introduce yourself and tell us what self belief means for you.
Well, i- it's interesting because there's a bit of an echo, but I'm going to go anyway. Uh, so we're living ourselves, and if you don't believe in yourself, then everything just spills into that. And I'm a psychic medium. I connect with spirit. I also am a life coach, and it took me a long time to find that self belief, but that's what you need to move forward and interact in a loving, successful way with those you come in contact with. So that's what it means to me, for sure.
Wow, that's amazing. So, I do see you've got another device open.
Maybe
Is it
that's why.
maybe
Yeah.
that's why the echo is on?
Yeah. Because there is an echo. Let me
Okay.
see if I can adjust it. Just
Okay. Otherwise,
because.
I will just the other one. I will just mute on my side. Do
Oh,
you
yeah,
want
just
me?
mute that.
Okay. You can talk now. Let me hear.
Okay. Nope.
Oh, yes, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Okay.
So
No, it's
I
not
will,
going. I don't know why all these technical difficulties, but I think it's on my end. So let me see if I can adjust it. Hang on.
thank you so much. So I'm gonna come to you now in one moment, Alice. I see Hans is in the back studio. If he can just show me he is ready to come up, then I will perfect, perfect. So I will bring Hans in, and then I'm gonna ask you, my beautiful Alice. Hello, Hans. I am so happy that you are here. I will come to you in 1 minute. Okay, my beautiful Alice. Oh, my, I can tell stories about you and me. We've got so much in common. We love to play with our grandchildren, and you've got 15 grandchildren.
Oh,
I
my.
was in awe with that. That's how you are in. And
Wow.
I've got it queued to ask you questions on it, so it will come later. But if you can please introduce yourself and tell us what self-belief means for you.
Oh, so as she said, I'm L.S. Kirkpatrick, and I'm an author. I'm an international best-selling author. I'm an international speaker. I have a podcast on inspiredchoicesnetwork.com, Value in You, and I also teach life coaching. And like Irene, we're both life coaches, but because everyone is so unique, we each come at it from different points of view, um, or from the unique qualities in us. And mine is the value. And I believe that's what you're asking, Sanet, is the value. That's all of who you are. You need to believe in yourself because you have great value in you, the value that comes from the choices you've made in your life, from the reactions or actions to the choices other people have made that have directly affected you. And that's all a part of your value. And your value is not measured by worth of what you do or how people see you, but your worth is from the value that's in you. And when you combine those two together, that makes you enough just the way you are. Doesn't mean we can't improve ourselves every day. We can do that. But you need to know that you matter, that you are unique, and you need to be kind to you.
Oh, wow. Thank
Very
you.
cool.
And while you were talking, I'm sure it is your beautiful dog that was barking. And don't even worry, just accept he's there because he's part of the picture, he's part of life, and he's part of you. So don't worry about that. So if I can go now to Hans. Hans, take a deep breath because I know you were struggling to get in and you tried your best. I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for trying your best. look at Alice's cup, Hans. It's a big
You really need to
I've got
do that.
Oh, that's something.
I've got the same cup. When I showed my husband, he said, "I don't think you're funny." I said, "No, my husband, you are the most clever." In Afrikaans, it says you are the most clever old man I know. And he was like, okay, I can take that. I will love that. Um, so, my beautiful Hans, if you can please introduce yourself and tell us what self belief means for you.
I'm Hans Nokia from Cape Town, and it's a big privilege for me to be here tonight. And I need to admit that this is something that happened 5 years and 2 months ago. 5 years and 2 months ago, I was really ill and badly ill. And on August, they discovered that I have cancer while I went through a lot of other medical. And I was I planned to attend a meeting, a training session of mind power in Cape Town. And nearer to the date, I found a lady and I said, listen, please shift me out to the next one because I'm too sick. And she said something that upset me totally. She said to me, Hans, I'm wishing you there. And I said to her, but you don't know me. And at that specific morning, I was very much healthier. Now not healthier. I felt I felt a lot better. And since that time, I heard the training session. During the training session, I discovered one thing, and I realized that this is really what I want to do to help other people. So the way that she revealed belief brought me where I am today, totally healed, full of, and the
Wow.
commitment board that I set at that age, today is the day to go where I really want to be international. Thank you very much.
Wow, Hans, thank you so much for that beautiful story. I love it. So, my beautiful Irene, if I can go over to you, and I want to ask you. You have introduced yourself now to us, but that first part I could not hear properly. So if you can just do that first part again for us, and then also tell us a little bit more of how you serving other people, please.
So hopefully, oh, the echo is not gone. So I'm going to do my. I have to ask if I could leave and log back in because I can't talk with the echo. And I apologize. So
Yes,
let me
please.
just do that. I
Yes.
apologize, but I'll leave and then I'll come back in and see if that's any better.
Thank you so
Sorry.
much. So, Alice, if I can then go over to you, we've got beautiful Renee that's here. She said, hello from Renee. So, hello, my beautiful Renee. It was a privilege because I had her on the line yesterday with Sunay, Hans's daughter. And then today again, she was with me and Dor in Soul of a Diamond. And now she's here again. Hello, my beautiful Renee. So, my beautiful Alice, I love that you have brought in your children. I must just tell, I will show you what I've got. Oh, no, not this one, not this one, this one. It says, Alice Value in You podcast, wife, mother of 4, and a grandmother of 15. And for me, because my two grandchildren are in New Zealand, when I saw this, my heart just went out, and I wish I could come through this camera and just jump and go and come and give you a hug, because that's how I feel. And when we have more, we talk to more, and
Oh,
there's
bring it on.
something. Yeah, there's just something. So please tell us how amazing this was with your children and now your grandchildren. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Uh, I I'm one of those moms that when my kids were home from school, I was super happy. I like snow days. I liked holidays because I just enjoyed them so much. We had so much fun. I loved the way their minds thought of how they interacted and looked at situations, and we could just have so much fun together. So, well, some moms were like, oh, I have to find you a babysitter. I have to do this. I was one of the very blessed ones who stayed home most of the time. There were times I did go out to work, but most of the time I could stay home and just enjoy my children being there. And then as each grandchild has come along, it's just been amazing. I have 3 step grandchildren that are part of that 15, and they're the oldest one. So I've gotten a different perspective on things with them. I've watched them grow up, and I see what they go through. And each child is so unique, and each stage they go through is so different. I've had friends who said, oh, I loved it when they were 2. I wish they could always be 2. And I think, but then you would miss out on when they're 4 or when they're 3 and they've gotten out of that 2-year-old stage. And then you're
Exactly.
going to miss when they're 7 and 8 and they're going even more creative, and on it goes. And now they're adults and we talk about adult things and we laugh. And the other day, I asked them about a book. I needed help with the cover. And by the time we're done, we have 3 new books that we're going to do besides the one I was talking about with them. And it's like, oh, what did you guys do? But it was enjoyable to see the process of their minds and how they're going. And my grandkids are the reason I'm even here now. I wrote them stories and I'd put them in books, and I'd send them to them. And my daughter said, you have to get these books out. They're so beautiful. And it's like, oh, I just did it for them. And she goes, no, it took her 3 years of convincing me. So I finally got that book, that children's book published. It was Writing Frogs in the Backyard. And it was for my 2 granddaughters, and they loved playing outside. And at that time of the year, their dad was bringing pollywogs home from the ponds at work, just from the rain puddles. And so we were just having fun. And I think that's where my inspiration comes from. It's just seeing the value in other people and wanting to share that value so people get more value in their lives.
Wow, I love it. I love it. And my beautiful Alice, thank you so much for that. Irene is back. So I'm going to bring her back into the front studio. And then I'm going to give you a message from, let me just quickly do this. Irene, I'm so happy you are back. I
Yeah.
just wanted to let you know that Anjana have given us some love, and she said, hi, Anjana. Yes, I'm so happy she's here. Thank you so much. So, Irene, are you going to try and hear if the echo is better or there's no
Yeah.
echo?
Yeah, the echo is definitely gone. I had it open in two places. So much better. Wow. So thank you guys. So yeah, I love listening to the stories now. Is it Ellis? Do you prefer Ellis or
Yes.
yeah? So I love that you're writing children's books. That's amazing. That's amazing. And so nice to meet everyone. Sanet and I first met in, I think, 2021 when we attended an event hosted by Amelia Ramon, who was at that time with the Co-Author Network. But it's interesting how the universe brings us together and nothing happens on accident. A little bit about me. I'm a mom of three, very grown children. I'm a grandmom of three as well. My journey started, we talk about belief in yourself. Well, for most of my life, I didn't have that. So what happened was I allowed other people to control my life because I thought they knew better. So I went from an extremely abusive situation, married to a very abusive man, and I didn't think I had any worth, and I was left with a broken arm and three children, and had to find a way to support them. So that's when I had to really believe in myself and my abilities, because no one fostered any intelligence or any strength in me. My parents, don't get me wrong, there was five of us. They did the best they could, but at some point in our life, we develop a belief system and we don't believe in ourselves. So that's what led me down the path of aligning myself with a person who was, what I know now, was one of my greatest teachers, because he was the pathway for me to build the strength and belief in myself. So here I was, 34 years old, with a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 14-year-old to support. And I was very compromised in every way you can imagine. So I borrowed $140 in 1997 from my brother Bill. I got my real estate license, and then my career really began. And that career in selling, I sold new homes exclusively. So I spent a lot of time with 9 to 10 months with people who were building their dream home. So in that profession, it really allows you to learn a lot about psychology of us as human beings, and it taught me so much of how to deal with people, and different people from all different walks of life. And that career allowed me to support my children. We had a wonderful life. But as I write in chapter 4 of Spiritual Fitness Survivor, the second edition, um, that career did prepare me to give the life that my children deserved, and it was only through the belief in myself and my tenacity that allowed me to do that. Uh, Cut to 2015, I experienced another traumatic event through a breakup of a partner I was with for many, many years. And that really kicked in my spiritual journey, where spirit was speaking to me. I was learning a lot about the other side. And a lot of supernatural things started to happen to me, and I started to get information about people, and also loved ones who had crossed over would communicate with me. And here I am today. I never planned on it, and also coaching people through the relationships that each one of my gifted teachers, meaning the people in my life, my children, my ex-partners, taught me, that really provides me the platform to help other people navigate this wonderful miracle we call life, because it is a gift. I always tell people, as far as souls go, there's a wait list to get to Earth. So count yourself like you won the lottery.
It's
It's
exactly
so
that.
true.
Yes.
Yeah.
And can I just say, you are so amazing. And you know that, I know you had to turn your cell phone uh, flat so that we have you on full screen. And I know this is not comfortable for you to talk, but I just want to say thank you for being here, first of all. But there on top, there is family, and you are such a family person that cared for her children so much. You are even more dear to me now, just because of the picture, and that you are coming in and excuse me, I'm coming out. You are you are truly amazing. So thank you so much for being a
Oh, thank
diamond
you.
beauty, and thank you for being in my life.
Oh, same here. I feel the same way about you, Sanette, for sure. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's you are welcome. So we do speak the English here, the UK English here in South Africa. So I would have told you if you were here in South Africa, it's my pleasure. But I know you are welcome is used globally more than it's my pleasure. So thank you so much, my beautiful Irene. So
Thank you.
Hans, I'm gonna unmute you. You know, when I met you, through your daughter Sunay. Sunay is our editor of our beautiful Diamond Moment magazine. She said you have to meet my dad. So I said, okay, I talked to him, and I said to Hans before I talked to him, what is your forever song? And Hans, what is your forever song? Please tell us.
I got a power from Justin Bieber.
I love that.
Yeah, and he's got a power. And I tell you, ladies, this man blew me away. He's and I'm sorry, I'm talking to you if you're not here, but I'm boosting because I know you will not do it. You have such a kind heart. But the way, Hans, that you had all these dreams and you have got all these things, and I love you said the epic comeback. I love it. It was like everything you said, everything you do, and everything you are busy doing. It was like, oh my goodness, this man is amazing. So, Hans, is this a secret between us? May I ask you, how old are you?
Just repeat again.
How young are you?
That's better. uh, I'm so fortunate. By the end of the 28th of this month, I will be 73 years young.
So, my beautiful ladies and my beautiful viewers out there, I was blown away by this man. And I don't know why I want to cry. Sorry. Because when people get older, they think they are a nothing. They think nobody wants them. They think their wisdom, they're not needed. But this man have so many beautiful aspirations and dreams, and he's going for it. He plays his forever song, and I must say that forever song is a pumping song, and he does it. So just Hans, what can you say? And I think we need to answer. You need to help me with this. What can you answer a person that's on a certain age that think that they are not worth it, and that think that if they've got dreams that I cannot do it because they're too old?
So, Net, yeah, that is, we're talking about belief. And my question is, do we really understand what does the word belief means? And you just mentioned that when you are old, then you think for yourself, I am a belief system, a belief, but a negative one. You get positive beliefs, you get negative beliefs. And that is one thing that we have to understand. And when I'm talking about, there's a lot of times that I'm speaking to people, and then I say to them, I want to do this or that, and they tell me, listen, but if you get to my age, then you can't do it anymore. So enjoy your young life. I say, okay, now very well, thank you very much, but as soon as I asked them, what are your age? The other day, a guy was 8 years younger than me. And he underestimated my age. And if age is nothing, it's just a number. Your mind must be trained to overcome that sort of obstacles. You get, if I'm telling you now, let me put it this way. If I'm telling you now, listen, I have something in my pocket that no eye have ever seen before. And after I show you, no eye will see it anymore. Nobody will see it anymore. Will you believe me?
Because I know you, I will believe
Or is
you.
it, that's a cross question. That's easy. And I can show you why. You take it out of my pocket. I can open it. Who saw that peanuts?
Oh, wow.
That's so funny.
How Hans,
Do you believe me
wow,
now?
yes.
Indeed.
Do, yeah. Now, actually, now it is knowledge, it's not belief anymore. That is knowledge. And this is what we have to understand. We have a conscious belief and an unconscious belief. And if you tell your mind constantly, I'm out, your whole body going to shut down. And as I said previously, that if you believe negative things in positive believing, there's negative things and there's positive things. Positive things is the way things that you action, but the negative things is the ones that you also action, but your life will be a negative life. And then we ask, how? Why? And if I'm telling myself, listen, I am old, oh yeah. If I'm telling myself I'm old, definitely wrinkles come and looking for me. If I'm telling me, if I'm telling myself, listen, you are fat, that's true. Because the word is powerful, what you call that, calories come and looking for you. And that is one thing that we have to learn, that in our mouth is the most powerful source that we have to use. And if you want to do a positive belief, if your belief system is positive, you have to tell your mind constantly. As I told my mind 5 years ago, I want to be on stage. And today is a profound day for me after 5 years. But in this 5 years, I constantly feed my mind with positive things. I set up a vision board with big pictures. I want to be speaking to a huge amount, a lot of people. And it all depends. And how do you see life? Because if you're looking at unconscious belief is in our minds. It's a lot of it. And I've experienced about this. And I have experienced about this. And I can mention it. How powerful is the unconscious belief that we are not aware of. My whole life, I was starting a business, I work it up, and in one day, 1 week, it falls down. This is my ninth time that I start over again. My ninth time. And I couldn't understand. And in the meantime, while I was so sick, I end up at the doctor in Swellendam, and she done a lot of energy healing, and there's a lot of things. And then we discover through to talking and she analyzed my body, and we found out that there was an unbelief in my mind that was in my whole body, that was planted there by my mother when I was 3 years old. And I don't know, I was not aware of it. But
Right.
after she pointed it out, and that was only a few words that she constantly said, rich people will not inherit eternal life.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so automatically your body take over and fall down. And there's a process to get that out of your mind and out of your system. And we have to realize and understand that, for instance, fear. Fear is one of the biggest unbeliefs, negative belief systems that we can have. Because as soon as you say, I fear, what are you doing? You start believing it, and things that happen that you fear will happen in your life. So this is the things here that we have to. And therefore, if somebody tell me you are out, I congratulate them. But then I just point them out. Listen, and one of the ladies that you talked last week, I can't remember her name now. She said very clearly, we have to find the child within us. And if you find a child within us, in you, and that is the wow moment in everybody's life. And that child must be fostered.
Oh, wow, Hans. I must just tell you, that is amazing. So, Alice, what do you think about Hans' comment?
Hans, is it true that when you're fear and you speak it out loud, it's going to happen?
Yep.
So I'm going to say, I fear of being a multi-billionaire and everyone's going to love me.
I say amen on that.
All right.
Oh, that's funny.
So, my beautiful Alice, I actually I have other questions, but I'm not gonna go there. I don't know why. I'm gonna go this route now. So, my beautiful Alice, you are childlike, happy. Everything you do, and that's how we connect. Because a lot of people told me, "Oh, Sanet, grow up. You cannot dance the whole day." I dance the whole day. I dance with every new person I'm seeing. I dance. I will run after my husband. I will tickle him. This afternoon we came home, and there was a person in a wheelchair under the tree with his small daughter. His daughter is about 3 years old. And it was started to rain, and my husband said to me, I said to me, I'm quickly going to go in, just put my things there because I want to come out and see if I cannot go and drop them somewhere because I don't want the little one to get sick. And he said, my wife, nobody would have even noticed them. Nobody would have thought this. And I said, I went, Alice, you will like this. But I can almost feel like that little child because now the rain is coming heavy. Now what must I do? So I literally went like this, and he said, "Oh, my wife, it's just you." So I went out, and the gentleman said, "No, he is just around the corner." And I said, "Okay, but can I then give the little one an umbrella?" Or I think you also call it in America an umbrella. I'm not too sure because I know the UK call it a brolly. So umbrella. So and she came in with me. I took a packet of chips, give it to her, but she's small. But then I help her to open the umbrella outside. But it was a big umbrella for the small one. And she came outside and she said to her, "Daddy, I'm now old. Look at my big umbrella." Oh, Alice and Irene and Hans, that was so amazing. So the father went up and he said, "Ma'am, my God blessed you, and we will bring the umbrella back." I said, "Whenever you can bring the umbrella back." And then she said to her dad, "Come, Dad, you follow me. I'm the adult now." Oh, Alice. It was so amazing. You know what? I was across the street. I came and I danced in the rain. And I thought, I'm going to tell Alice today. I was dancing in the rain. And when I come in bed, my husband said, "You wait." I said, I had to dance in the garden. I had to dance on the grass because that little one made my day. So, my beautiful Alice, I actually don't know what question I want to ask you. So, you said about and can I also say, you are the way that you are valuing others. And I remember on Saturday we both had a session, and the way that you speak as well. How do you feel when you speak with your beautiful knowledge and your way of, like, almost you unfolding us with your voice? How do you feel about that? Because that is truly amazing, and you are very caring, but happy caring, childlike happiness. I love it. I love it.
Thank you. I don't know how to respond to that. There's people who tell me things about me, nice things like that, and I'm like, I'm just me. I don't know any different. I don't know how to be any different. And I think that's the value that Hans, he gave us that great illustration of the peanut. I love it. I can hardly wait till I share that with somebody else. But that's
So
wonderful. It's I think what's most important for people to do is to be themselves, because that's where their value comes from. You know, who you are, the choices you've made in your life, um, the actions or reactions to other people's choices and that have directly affected you. That's all of your value. And I love it about value, that value never goes away. It's not like energy that has to be replaced. And the more value you give, the more you get back. It never runs out. You have an endless supply. And I just have to share it with other people. We talked about my forever song, this little light of mine. I've got to let it shine. And I do. I have to let it shine. I can't hide it. And I don't want anybody else to hide their light. Everyone has such great value in them that makes them so unique. And that uniqueness is what makes us all so wonderful together. That's why you can have like 5 life coaches on the same area, but we're each coming at it from different perspectives, helping people in different ways. So there's no competition. We're all helping people get to where they want to go.
Alice, you are so wonderful. I love you very much. Thank you so much. And I
I
would
love
have
you
asked
too.
you, thank you. I would have asked you what is your forever song, and I love it. I love your forever song. All 3 of your songs is amazing. So I just quickly want to mention before going to Irene, a forever song is something God gave me 4.5 years ago. 4.5 years ago, He saved my life, and I changed my life forever. I lost 165 pounds.
yeah.
And now, the last 2 years and 2 months, with the Diamond Beauty group and everything I am doing with the Power Hour, I want to bestow on beautiful people this forever song process, because you can have pockets of happiness during your day. Go and just put your song on. Dance if nobody is looking. Dance if there's no tomorrow. And that happiness that you have during your song, that can keep you for a while until something happens, and then go and put your song up again and dance if there's no tomorrow. So, my beautiful Irene, if you can tell us what's your forever song, and then also tell us how do you serve other people, please.
I know we shared a song between one another when we had on a call previously, but the first song that comes to my mind, probably a lot of people can relate to this. It's a song by Peter Gabriel, and it's "Don't Give Up." And I think that there are so many, well, there are times in our life when we think nothing's going to turn around. Things look, quote unquote, hopeless. We feel helpless, but that's not true. If people understood, every human being understood, the odds of you being here are against you. Our souls defied in infinite odds to be human. So every human, all 7.8, 7.9 billion of us on this planet, there's no way to describe our value because it's infinite. If people understood the opportunity, and we are the cutting edge, we are the pinnacle in the universe, but the powers that be, they've oppressed us. They've made us believe that we're less than, and we're so much that couldn't be further from the truth. And we spoke in this program a lot about children. Well, when you're a child, picture yourself as a child. Children have, I don't call them children, I call them new humans. So because when you're a new human, you experience all your senses for the first time: touch, taste, smell, you've never tasted, you've never smelled anything, you've never heard anything. So that's and people, like, some people don't get it. I say, oh, look at that new human. That's exactly what they are. They're experiencing earth and all our, we become sensory beings. So when we feel the rain on our skin, when we hear music, when we taste food, this is an explosive experience for us as new humans. I mean, this has really been impressed upon me the last 2 years. Like, we get to be here. We don't have to be here. We get to be here. And, the flowers in the field don't compete with one another. They just express their own individual beauty. And that's exactly what we should be doing. Absolutely.
Wow, I've got goosebumps. Oh, I've got everywhere goosebumps. And did you see Alice's glasses? I got the same as this, but not But Alice, I love your glasses. Mine is just yellow, the color yellow, but also the guitar, but it's now in that box of mine.
I love that. I love that.
Thank you. Irene, I never thought about that. You are amazing, my girl. You are amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I embrace my full humanhood because, believe me, for most of my life, I thought I was not that at all. I thought that, this is a terrible place to be. There's so much pain and suffering, especially in this 21st. As we sit here, October 12th, 2023, there's a lot of pain and suffering, especially in Israel. So, but everything, and I mean everything, has its purpose. I condone no evil or violence, but we live in a planet of duality, of polarity, light and dark, up and down. And it is the polarity, the dance of polarity, that expands us as a collective and each as individual souls. So I send my prayers to anyone who is experiencing oppression and violence. And we will become a planet of totality in love. But I just pray I get to see it.
Wow, that's beautiful. Irene, can you give us your golden nugget?
Oh, my golden nugget. I have to say my golden nugget is to celebrate the individual being that you are. And I'm going to have to really rest on the quote that Jesus gave, because when the disciples asked him what the most important teaching or commandment is, it really is to love one another. And love is an action, not just an ideology. So treat your fellow human as you would yourself, which is
Wow,
to
I
love
love it.
yourself.
And you will hear the song that we're going to dance at the end. The wording is the song's name is "Cover the World with Love,"
I
because
love
that is one of my visions, is to cover the world with love. That's amazing. So we actually have only 4 minutes left. Can you believe it? But Hans, I'm going to stop lastly with you. Alice, can you please give us your golden nugget?
Oh, yes. My golden nugget is that you have value. You are worthy. You are enough. And you matter. So be kind to you. Say nice things to you.
And my beautiful Alice, when you mentioned it on Saturday, and that when me and you were on that call, I just give you so much kisses. I know that you saw it because you acknowledged me, because mine is as well. You are amazing. You are beautiful. You are loved, and you are enough. And that spells able. So you're able to love yourself even more. So how
Oh,
beautiful. And that's why I was sending you, because it's also 4 legs. And ladies, my beautiful ladies and Hans, this was not the way I was picture our show, but our show I think has become even more beautiful than I could have imagined. So Hans, please tell us first of all your golden nugget, and then I would love to ask you, how are you serving others? Because your program is like, wow, I cannot believe you've got that such an amazing program. All over to you, Hans.
Yeah, my golden nugget is take heed how you hear. I can repeat it. Take heed how you hear. As soon as you hear negativity, cut off. Don't allow that to come into your mind, because that is a seed that will grow sometimes. But people listen to you to judge, attending, attempting to justify themselves, and preemptively speak before you finish your sentence. They want to put words in your mouth. But if you listen carefully to what the people say in between the lines as well, look at the emotions. That's also worthy. But then you will definitely get more insight. You will have more understanding, and you will more have knowledge, and you will learn more about other people. So then you value yourself also by listening to positive people, and like this show of Sanet, which is profound for me. Thank you very much. And yeah, that is one thing. Keep your ears sanctified from rubbish.
Wow. So, Hans, you've got 2 minutes to tell us about your beautiful program.
Yeah, my program, The Uncapped Mind, started due to the fact that I lost everything in my life and started anew. And my main aim is I created this. This is a mastermind to help other people to discover all the flaws and negative things and all the things happen to them, how to get rid of them, and give them a 12-week program, which I will work with me. First of all, the discovery program, so that they will understand who they are, what the type of personality they have, and then take it from there and bring them up to alignment with themselves and also that they can help their children and families with.
Wow.
That's in a nutshell.
Wow, that's amazing. It's a legacy that you are building there, because not only will they change, but they will change. Their family and friends will see the change in them, and they will then incorporate it in their life. So, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this beautiful session today. Thank you, my beautiful Alice. You were amazing. Thank you, my beautiful Irene, for taking the courage and going out and coming in. You are amazing, my girl.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Hans. Thank you, Hans, for coming in. And I know there was a lot of difficulties, and I do see your wife there. I just saw her shoulder, and now she's there to make sure that you are also okay. So, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, my guests were amazing. I told you in the beginning you're gonna be so excited to meet all of them. And yes, I think they blow your socks off. I would love to ask you this important question, and to my guests. Will you have a dance with me? So I will play this song, my
Right.
beautiful signature song, and then I want to say, please look after yourself. Smile often, and here we go. Let us keep on dancing.
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or squinting in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love.
Alice. Ah! Bye, everyone.
Give yourself a